Your subconscious beliefs are running the show, and journaling is how you start to rewire them. Because when you sit down to journal, you're not just writing words on a piece of paper, you're actually shifting your brain. And when that happens, these old beliefs will start to come up, and sometimes they're gonna hit you like, holy crap, like this has been in my brain this whole time. This belief has been controlling my life this entire time. And when you get that sense of awareness, that itself is extremely powerful. Once you notice your thoughts that unconsciously are running the show, you can bring it from your subconscious to your conscious mind. You can become aware of those thoughts. And when you're consciously aware of those thoughts, then you can overpower them and they lose their grip on you. The key here is, though, the beliefs are usually tied to emotions, and a lot of the times you might cry, you might get angry, or you might even feel this sense of resistance when you're journaling. But that is not a bad thing. It's actually your body finally starting to let go. And there's actually tools that can help you work through these things, such as eye movements or this bilateral stimulation where you move your eyes from left to right to calm your nervous system and integrate these new beliefs. There's also EFT tapping, which helps release any stored emotional charges within your body. And it's where you tap on certain pressure points, like on your wrist, on your forehead, your head, your shoulder area, your eyes, your mouth, and under your arm here. And even other little small things like music, cuddling your pet, stepping outside can all help regulate your nervous system. And I created these two journals, the 1% Mindset and the 1% Journal. And these journals I created because at my darkest time in my life, about 5 years ago, I felt so alone. I'm an only child and therapy never worked for me. I was dismissed a lot through all of the things that I was going through, between my health issues, between dealing with like depressive episodes and just feeling really stuck in my life. The one thing that always helped me, that I brought into my life, was journaling. And I would journal at night before I went to bed, reflecting on my day and what I wanted to do differently the next day. And I just got into this routine of trying to make myself the best version of me that I could be. And journaling is what got me through it. And then fast forward a couple years later, I ended up stumbling upon videos about quantum physics and manifestation and creating your reality and everything. And those videos that I had stumbled upon on YouTube really changed my life. And then I started to recognize like the fact that manifestation and journaling, it all is great stuff, but it means nothing unless you take action on what you're journaling about and what you're trying to manifest and what you're trying to create in your life. So the reason that these journals are so different than any other journal is because they follow what I call the live 1% method. Now, about 2-3 years ago, when I started down this journey, I also heard of a saying called, it's not about being perfect, but about being 1% better each day. And I stuck to that to like a T. I was like, oh my God, like I love this, because as someone who's neurodivergent, I found it very hard for me to enact lasting change into my life because my brain was always all over the place, and it was really hard for me to stay consistent at things. And then when I heard that saying, I was like, oh, okay, if I could just do maybe like a 1% thing each day towards my manifestation and towards my goal, and then stack it on top of each other, kind of like habit stacking, then I can transform in a way that works for my brain and that's not going to overwhelm me and that actually sticks. And the further I got down this journey, I realized, wait, this actually works. Is the live 1% method. It's kind of combining that 1% better each day rule with habit stacking plus manifestation, because it's helping you take aligned action on your manifestations and on what you're journaling, so that you're quantum leaping in a way that's nervous system friendly for your body and in a way that actually lasts. Because when you try to change overnight too quickly, it's not going to last. Like, I mean, think about building a house. Like, if you build a house too quickly, the structure is probably not very good. You're probably going to have a lot of issues and it might even collapse, right? So it's about, even though like you're taking small progress each day, it's intentional progress in a way that allows your body to adapt and to feel like the change isn't as scary, since our bodies like habit. So living 1% means taking these micro 1% alignments each day in a way that is nervous system friendly to quantum leap to your highest level self, your highest level version, your dream life. And you basically do this every single day, month to month. And then by the end of the year, you can look back and be like, wow, like I completely transformed into this most amazing person. And you could do this from year to year too, because, I truly believe that it's constantly about getting better, right? And getting clear, and you're going to have different goals come up, and different things are going to come up as well from your past, maybe past traumas. And when you recognize those and you form this self-awareness where you're able to recognize the thoughts that are running the show that you don't want to run the show anymore, then you can change them and reprogram your mind. And that's what these journals aim to do, is help you reprogram your mind, help you live 1% each day and track your progress throughout the month, throughout the year, and even throughout the day. This one is a very much so, it's a lot of daily planning inside of it. There's habit trackers, there's weekly manifests, and they guide you too. So it's not just like, oh, journal. Like, there's actually like reasoning behind what you're doing, and it gives you clear instruction on how to do the exercises, and there's empowering quotes in here and affirmations and daily and monthly challenges, so that you are effectively stepping into your next level self. So if you want to get these journals, they're on my profile. They're linked on the TikTok shop. They're on Amazon. You can also get digital copies if you want to print them out. Again, linked on my profile. But the next time when you're journaling and these big emotions come up while you're on your journey, I don't want you to run from them. Rather, I want you to face them head on and look at them as, okay, what do I need to reprogram, and where do I need to get this emotion out of me so that I can clear it out? These emotions are just proof that you're breaking through and you're making progress. And that's where your shift happens. And that's why I created the journals, to help you bring these unconscious beliefs to the surface and to rewire them safely. So if you want to do that and you want to learn how to do that, then stick around and follow for more 1% shifts that'll help your mind, help your body, and help your soul.